Every day was an adventure. And I have to tell you, it was one of the most interesting experiences I've ever had.
We can go that last mile where other organizations might not be able to.
We all have a responsibility to each other, and I think we all have a part to play in creating the world that we want to have.
And it doesn't seem to matter, young or old, the age difference. People have sort of this common bond by being in this service with the Peace Corps.
Peace Corps Response recruits U.S. citizens who are returned Peace Corps volunteers or professionals with at least 10 years of experience for short-term, high-impact volunteer assignments.
I had been in the U.S. for about 3 or 4 years, and after my first Peace Corps experience in Ghana, and I wanted to work in international development, so I was looking for an opportunity to work abroad in a much more specialized setting. And Peace Corps Response fit that niche. It gave me the opportunity to go abroad for a short period of time.
Peace Corps Response is much more technical, much more specific, and is really like working as a professional in another country.
I felt like this program was a really great match for folks that are at a later point in their career. This provided an opportunity to channel that expertise and experience into a specific job in another country. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I've been practicing or in the profession for over 25 years.
I decided to apply for Peace Corps Response because after I finished graduate school, I wanted to have more practical experience with development, especially with public health. And I also wanted to get more experience specifically in Africa, and I wanted to be in Southern Africa.
Peace Corps Response assignment areas are in health and HIV/AIDS, education, disaster preparedness and response, youth, NGO development, agriculture and environment. In addition, Peace Corps Response recruits doctors, nurses, and other trained health professionals. Our volunteers are highly skilled and possess the flexibility and passion for service needed to excel in their assignments.
So my responsibilities at Bahay Tuluyan involve the goat herd here and developing a milk processing system. So I'm working with the staff and the children on some capacity building, teaching them basic animal husbandry skills along with how to pasteurize milk.
My main responsibility was to come in and do an assessment of the youth group that they have here, which would consist of us meeting on a weekly basis, making some positive out-of-school activities for the kids and broadening their horizons a bit.
Well, I was initially assigned to work with the county education director. It's all been associated with education in one way or another, which is my background. The major activities there was working in a teacher education training workshop for bush teachers, about 150 teachers that were currently teaching in the bush but were uncertified.
One of my main responsibilities as District HIV and AIDS Technical Advisor is helping to coordinate the district response to HIV and AIDS in Malawi. There's a national AIDS framework, and then all of the districts are responsible for creating development plans to go along with that framework, but then also to look at the reality of the situation in their district.
Peace Corps Response applicants can apply to specific positions in a country of their choice. The online application generally takes less than a half hour to complete. Once accepted, volunteers can expect to be in their country of service within 3 to 6 months.
I had actually been interested in the Peace Corps for some time, and there was actually a presentation by someone from Peace Corps, and they were doing just general recruiting. But when he was there, he also mentioned that Peace Corps was in development of this new program for older folks that had more technical expertise, and that they anticipated launching it at some point in the future.
The Peace Corps Response application seemed a lot more like a normal job application because the specific job description was right there online and you applied directly to that position.
When I found myself looking for something to do next, I contacted Washington and I said, what do I have to do to apply for Peace Corps Response? And we started the process, and I'm here now. It happened faster than I thought.
Peace Corps Response offers many benefits while you are volunteering to make certain your living and healthcare needs are covered. And we also help with your transition home. For a complete listing of benefits and available positions, visit our website at www.peacecorps.gov/response.
Before I entered the Peace Corps, I didn't really have any set career goals ahead of me. Given my experience now as both a PCV and a PCRV with the Millennium Challenge Corporation, The Peace Corps has actually helped me define my career objectives and show me the path that I want to take in my life.
I wanted to do Peace Corps also to have another experience and also realize it's a reputable organization, and to have this on my resume and have had 6 months experience living and working overseas can help me in the future.
Well, I didn't get involved in the Peace Corps response until a former volunteer and a recent Peace Corps response person told me about it. I'm telling all of my friends that are former volunteers to look at it more than just going away for 3 or 6 months. It's a chance to return to something we enjoyed, and it's a chance to gain more insight into yourself and other cultures.
Make a difference. Apply now.